EFF, viva! Viva! CIC, viva! Voestek, SASCO, Voestek! Voestek, YCL, Voestek! Voestek, Youth League, Voestek! Voestek, Blade, Voestek! Comrades, fighters, I'm very speechless. We spent the better part of the night yesterday counting for the revolution. We spent the better part of yesterday with our hearts set on academic transformation and institutional transformation. Now, do you hear me now? The EFF. Yes, the EFF Student Command gave us a mandate through our door-to-door campaigns. They said to us, go and win elections so that you can better represent us in the SRC office. Because when you are not in the SRC office, you will be victimized by Dr. Namaselesele and his people. When we engaged in a march against stolen laptops, we received expansion SMSs, which says that we are going to vacate this campus. But we know deep down that our interests are with the students. No SMSs deterred us from waging war. We continued, we soldiered on. We knew that victory was certain. We knew that the EFF is a student command that is not going to be an alternative, but a student command that is going to bring hope to the hopelessness. We did this after seeing our fellow brothers and sisters being rejected, financially excluded. We sat down and we say, who must we send to the SRC office? Students, I want to thank you today for having been amongst those who have made the better choice. The EFF Student Command will never forsake you. We believe in the leadership that we have elected. We salute the leadership that we have elected. Comrades, many might say that with 6 votes, what are we going to do? It is not manpower that works, but the ideas that are within the Student Command. I am very emotional because I'm about to leave this campus and see transformation outside. I am happy because those who remain here will remain with proper leadership. In Mabengwani, we have elected a soldier. In Mabengwani, we have elected a wild animal. In Mabengwani, we have elected a lion. In the other 5 candidates, we have elected hard workers. Ladies and gentlemen, the person I'm about to introduce to you is a person who can take any punches for students. It's a person who will never sleep when others are hungry. The person I'm about to introduce is a fighter. This man was groomed by the Student Command. The ANC League and SASCO will never claim his wisdom. He is the brightest man I know. And I can assure you, students, he is not a magician, but through your support, we will make it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you the former Deputy President. He was suspended for raising his voice. He was suspended for always being in text. I want to present to you the institutional president, President Linda Shazia Makawa. Long live Julius Malema, long live!
Long live!
Command, long live!
Long live!
All power! All power!
To the students!
Thank you very much, Chairperson. I take this time to thank every student of the National University for having given us a chance to live with. Those who have committed themselves to a task to create education and economic freedom, we thank you from the bottom of our heart. I want to reassure you and affirm to you that the leadership elected by the EFF from the EFF, the EFF members, and all the students of the Northwest University will never disappoint you. I'm standing up here before you to tell you that the spirit of Sankara is still with us today, and we celebrate the birth of Sankara. Because we know, as the EFF Students Command, that it has never been easy and it can never continue to be easy. We have won elections in different universities and campuses across the country, and we had to come and do it again in the Northwest University MAfikeng Campus. I want to reassure you that the victory of the EFF Students Command in the MAfikeng Campus is the victory of the black students who are oppressed at the Voestek campus.
Yes!
All those students who have been subjected to racism every day when they wake up, we are coming as a voice on behalf of them as the EFF Students Command. We have won 6 positions as the EFF Students Command in this campus. And I want to reassure you that the government led by the EFF will run smooth, without no hindrance in any other political agenda. We are going to make sure that there is stability in the office of the SRC. We will be going to the SRC offices knowing very well that we are going to work with spies and agents. But I can assure you from where I'm standing that before they can go and get through to many of you gathered here today, they will have to pass through fighters first. I'm standing up to reassure you that before they can decide to exclude you financially, they will have to deal with us politically, intellectually, in the boardrooms and outside. Because you are competent in all directions. You must know that the leadership of the EFF Student Command is not only better as compared to them only in politics. We are better in every possible aspect that we can ever think about. This leadership is able to think there's no professor we are afraid of. There is nobody that you are afraid of when you get into the boardroom. There will be rectors and vice chancellors in their offices. But when we meet in the meetings of management and SRC, we shall all be colleagues to address students and all matters of the university. We shall ensure all the time and every time we go that we never lose touch with our people. We will go to the ground wherever we are, wherever you are, in whatever you do, you will still see us. Because we are soldiers of the EFF elected by the majority of our people.
Leadership.
We will never be intimidated by anybody. We will never be threatened by suspensions and expulsion. Because some of us will have passed the test of time. And we are standing before you to reassure you that the promises that we have made to you when we were doing campaigns and in our manifesto, we will make sure that all of them we accomplish them. The first item on the agenda that we said the previous time is that all students who have lost their laptops because of the decisions of the university, they must get them back. When we get into our meetings, the second item will be the matter of the library that must be operational for 24 hours.
or without SASCO. We will do it with the support or without the support. But because we are the organized organization rooted on the ground, we will go to our people as we have been going to them, to tell them that now it is time to move towards the right direction where we must all of us reclaim our rights as students. This SRC led by the EFF will firstly organize a march. A march that will demand the student services in the Northwest University. That's it. And believe me from today, that we are counting 20 days from today before we submit our memorandum of demand for student services. We will make sure that the cafeteria prices are reduced effectively. We will make sure, because it is the responsibility of the EFF Student Command to speak on behalf of the oppressed and behalf of the weak, that the library is operational for 24 hours. We will engage for the Sky Bookshop to reduce the skyrocketing prices of books. We will still go out into the computer labs, where we are only having a capacity computer lab of 600 students when we are having 11,000 plus. To ensure that the computer lab that is down on the ground must be open and be given access to all our students at the time where other computer science students are not using it. So we'll be able to reach to you. And those that the NSFAS has rejected them for the previous years because of limited funds, we are coming to bury that tendency today, and we are burying it here. If a one student cannot register in February, none of us can never register, because we are all of us Africans, and we are entitled to education with or without money. The leadership of the EFF Student Command in the SRC will never forget the workers who work tirelessly on the university. We will never forget our rejected cleaners of the university. We will never forget our security personnel, because they are part of us, because before we become students, we are members of the society and our community. We must ensure that in as much as we got an opportunity to come and register with the Northwest University, their children are also given that opportunity to come and study, and they must be given at least a minimum wage of 4,500 rand. Yes. It is our responsibility as the EFF Student Command to make sure that we have achieved, and we achieved everything we put in office. And I can assure you from today that all students who have been subjected to disciplinary hearings, we avail ourselves as the leadership of the EFF Student Command to represent every student in the DC. You must never be worried of how big your matter is. We are going to send the best legal scholars and best legal graduates to go and represent you in the disciplinary hearings of the university. We are prepared. Wherever you are, you must know that we will never abandon you. We will never allow you to be hopeless in the midst of the leadership. We will never leave you to be victimized alone. We will never leave you to be exploited alone. We will never leave you for all the university staff to come and play on your heads. It is now time to reclaim our position as our students, and we must reclaim our rights. We must be respected by all workers who work in the university, and we must still give the respect we receive back. We must go to the staff at the admin building, and we must deserve and demand the respect that we deserve. Because we know that they have disrespected us for quite some time, because they believed that they are better than us and they are not part of us. But I came to reassure you today that gone are those days where we shall feel small for registering with the university. We pay their salaries. We pay their salaries. And they must begin to show us respect and to show us acknowledgement that it is because of us that they don't sleep hungry and we protect them all the time. I can reassure you where I'm standing today that all of you have casted their votes for the EFF, and all of you who did not vote for the EFF will still represent all of you and all our students. I want to reassure you that the SRC, when it gets into office as soon as possible, we are going to SRC substructure elections. And the substructure elections and those who will be elected, they will never and ever be disbanded again because they are having a different view. We are a leadership that wants and tolerates dissenting views. And we want other students to differ with the leadership of the EFF. We encourage every student here to criticize the leadership everywhere, in every chance they get. Every podium, get the mic, criticize the leadership. Because it is through you that you will be able to serve your interests. When you leave us and you become afraid of us, we will never serve your interests. You can never elect us and be afraid of us. You must know that the power lies with you. When we call the SRC meetings in the Great Hall in the Student Center, attend the mass meetings of the SRC. Because this will be the working government. We are going to go to every stone. We are going to turn every stone and turn every table to ensure that we reach wherever you are. And it is the EFF and only the EFF that will never use the churches for political agendas. That is why we have decided when we are campaigning for the past 2 weeks that none of us who don't attend churches, we must never be seen as people who go and play and seek attention from churches where Jesus must be praised. We must know all of you. We must know all of you that the leadership of the EFF know every time that there is nothing else we can do without God. We will be able to seek Him wherever He is. We will be able to ask for prayers of wisdom. We must ask for prayers of vision because we know that it is through God that we will be able to achieve and defeat the monsters that will be standing before us. And I'm standing to reassure you that you must never hesitate to call the leadership of the EFF. Our numbers shall never be private. They shall be made public to every student wherever you are. You must send us callbacks wherever you are. We'll be able to call you. You must be able to call us whenever and whatever time. We'll be able to reach you. Use WhatsApp, use Facebook to reach us. I can never account for the other 6. But I know that the leadership, 6 elected SRC leaders of the EFF, they will make their numbers available to all of you. And the 6 elected SRC of the EFF will make sure all the time that the SRC bursaries that we receive will at least share it with at least one student who requires to come to university. It's a commitment we have made before, and we are still making it now. We will never leave you at any given time. We shall remain with you wherever you are. So the work of the EFF-led SRC begins today. We will reach you wherever you are.